It's full of ordnance. It's not enough.
I see.
Oh! Need a moment to walk that off?
What? Oh. Sorry.
Captain, I just received a couple messages from an operative in the embassy office. Did you actually succeed? With Radcliffe and Balmore? That's incredible. I wasn't sure Radcliffe would ever get on board. I'm very much looking forward to getting the debrief on how precise... Regardless, superb. And now, I've already arranged everything with the archival monitors. When you get down there, the UC monitor will give you instructions on how to deploy the codes. Here, the UC code piece and an archival access card. The entrance is absolute best behavior down there. All right.
Excuse me?
Ah, Captain. Congratulations on joining the ranks of the Vanguard.
By the Freestyle Collective's ragtag.
Captain, we've been expecting you. Please approach the monitoring station and we will go over the rules. Welcome, Captain, to the archives. To proceed, you will need to deposit your codes into the 3 corresponding receptacles. Once they are verified, I will open the door. Your data resides in Unit 18. You will not be able to access any of the other units. Once you've collected your data, return to the entrance. You may insert the first of the archival codes when you're ready to begin.
I think you may be trying to take a little too much on. Literally.
Spaceport when everything happened.
I'm doing okay.
I just hope so.
There you are. Captain. Surprised to find out we're having visitors as we work.
Major Sinan and I were just discussing the merits of your planned interfactional cooperation. I think it's a great idea. Get them invested in the solution. Make it clear we've got nothing to hide.
I'm sure they'll be lovely house guests.
Now, Captain, if you wouldn't mind transferring the documents to the Major, she and I have been discussing next steps.
Time for us to start getting some real answers. And figure out if we've been asking the right questions. So whenever you're ready. Acknowledged and accepted, Captain. So with the data out of the way, we've been discussing where exactly... The Red Devil's headquarters on Mars, back where you found Percival, seemed the natural spot. Should even be able to house its own cadre of independent... Though it sounded like the deputy had a few more...
Indeed. The most important of which is...
Then I guess we'll see you on Mars.
Captain, if you'll follow me.
Okay. Hello.
All right, Captain. Are you ready to become a citizen of the United Colonies? Good. This isn't the only item we need to discuss, so I'll give you the short version. Please raise your hand. Captain, through your actions today and in days past, you have, through service, bravery, strength, and upholding of the mutual good. Then, Captain, I'm pleased to welcome you into the United Colonies as a full citizen. We've also let the Aphelion Realty office out in the plaza know you're approved to purchase property. Now, the other item we needed to discuss. There's a member of the UC who's asked to speak to you, but this person is in a sensitive position. Normally, we wouldn't even consider something like this, but we think that... And they've stated they'll only share it with you. So I need your agreement that everything you're about to see is kept in the strictest confidence. You can tell. Let's hope it never comes to that. Head to the elevator. You're going to subsection 7. I'll make sure you're...
Is something amiss?
And my mother wanted me to be a doctor.
Surprised that the UC has such a massive space dedicated to secrets.
Unsealing access. You may proceed down the corridor. But there are no additional visitors permitted.
Very well, I will wait. You go on.
Welcome, Captain. Please, come down and approach the intercom. series of accomplishments you've managed. But now you face a foe unlike any other. An invisible enemy, lurking in the shadows. You're going to need all the help you can get, which is why I hoped we could speak. Do you know who I am? Not quite. I'm Francois Sanon, but most know me as Victus. I was an admiral during the Colony War. One of its great villains, if you believe the slates. I was to be executed for my crimes, but the previous regime deemed me too valuable to simply discard. So they put me here, a sacrifice on the altar of peace. Even my death served the colonies. I want to help you, and my progeny Hadrian, prevent more attacks. Though I am curious, has she shared with you the nature of our little family? Did she? So willing to trust Hadrian. I never did succeed. Our relationship has always been a challenging one. The Major was born to become a great leader, carry on the legacy I established, and was given all the finest training. But the universe cut all that short. Now, though, it's placed even more crucial work, and I think I have a part to play in helping you accomplish what you've set out to. After some long years earning the trust of this current regime, the UC has been permitting me to work alongside, helping them gather intelligence on, locate, and organize scenarios to lure in, with quite a few successes, I might add. But in the process, the names and locations of Hadrian and Percival's old research team. Valuable manpower for the... I'll tell you where they are, but in exchange... There is a former colleague of mine, a man by the name of Dr. Reginald Orlaise. Like myself and Hadrian, he was involved in some of the United Colonies' more... If it dealt death, he could make... When the Colony War ended, he fled, refusing to face tribunal, and has... But I finally found him. I want you to track him down and deal with it. I'm not expecting he'll bring me evidence that the job's done. Good. According to my information, he's been hiding around the world of Etheria. There's a star station in the vicinity. The Den.
Identity verified. You may proceed to the exit.
You have a nice day now.
Captain, did your meeting go well? I hope it... Surprised me too when I learned it, but the prisoner has proven useful over the years. But I do think it's worth re-emphasizing. No one else. Good. Because bringing this up to the outside world would create the unfair appearance, Captain, that you're unhinged. And that's not a good look for any of us. Now, was there something in particular you needed to discuss about what we were just discussing? Dr. Reginald Orlaise? He's finally found him. Of course, killing Orlaise is completely out of the question, but bringing him to justice... He's been on the lam for years. That'd be a huge win for the UC. Really? He found the members of the research team. We'd already initiated a search for them, but it'd save a lot of time and manpower if he just gave us that information. Now, was there anything else you wanted to discuss regarding your meeting?
How do we know centimeters even remotely similar?
That's just how things are.
Life in New Atlantis moves pretty. Need something but don't have. No problem. Happy to serve. Thanks for stopping in. I can always use the business.
Not sure if those bottles hell up.
I'm sure you already know there's... I'm sure we can...
Doing okay? I know it's been a rough week.
Oh, please, take a... Thanks for shopping at Jemison Mercantile.
Work done?
Captain, hello. I am satisfied.
Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship.
Your ship is way bigger than Dad's.
got my attention, Captain.
We're docked.
This station is but a shadow of its former purpose. I do not like it here. I understand this station was once quite the luxurious place for UC military commanders. Based on what I see, I find that very hard to...
Looking to lodge a complaint? Then you want UC security, not the Vanguard. Oh, apologies, Captain. Didn't recognize you without the uniform. So, what can I do for you? Orlace. Doesn't ring a bell. Anything you can tell me about him? Suit yourself. Well, I can tell you but... there has been a rumor about a ship floating out around Etheria. They call it the Warlock. Maybe this Orlace of yours is the one piloting it. I can give you the coordinates to its last... A part of Etheria's sky is an old debris field. Plenty dangerous. More than a few scrap... Sure thing. Here. This should get you pointed in the right direction. Go get your man.
The city certainly projects a powerful image for the United Colonies, eh?
Got it. Anything you need to offload? Trade authorities always buy.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please. Okay. No bounty.
Did you need something?
Authorized personnel. Stay here.
Welcome back, Captain. Do you have some news for me regarding Doc? So he didn't come quietly then, as I suspected. I presume you have evidence of this. Excellent. Please.
Transfer accepted.
Would you look at that? Kept it all these years. Some simply couldn't let go of that old world. This is fine work, Captain. I can ensure the remaining team members find their way to the Red Devil's headquarters. Except for one. That one you'll need to collect yourself. His name is Kaiser. You can find him on the Freestar world of Nira, wandering the battle. The area was ground zero for xeno-weapon deployments during the war. And I think you'll want to check in with Hadrian and Dr. Walker before paying it a visit. Kaiser will likely... Of course. We're protecting the...
Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay here.
There are always about a million years.
Evening, ma'am.
The Trade Authority does quite well for itself down here. And clearly they share little of the credits they make.
It's cliche, but it's true. Everything has a price. And whatever it may be, I can afford it. If there's something you need, no, of course. Pleasure dealing with you.
Hey. Captain, welcome back. Was afraid you might have gotten reassigned. You've been gone so long. So how's it feel to be a citizen? To each their own. Still remember my ceremony. 19 years old, standing on the front deck of Mast, looking over the city. One of the proudest days of my life. But it is real good to have you here again. We've been going through the Terramorph data and, well, these logs, they're even more thorough than I remembered. Genetic workups, populations. I'd completely forgotten, for example, that there was a creature that actually ate Terramorph. At this point, the data's given us more options to explore than we have people. That'd be something. I'm sorry, are you? You found our research team? That's... Wait. Kaiser. Did you find Kaiser? That's right. You would need that. Whoever gave you these leads sure... Well, how? How exactly did you manage to find them? That's not funny. Seriously, how'd you find them? No. That's insane. He died. They executed him. They faked his death? My entire unit, they threw us all to the wolves, but kept him? And now he's what? An advisor? Commanding the fleet in secret? What was so important that they had to keep him alive? I'm sure they did. They invested so much in him over the years. Even grew him an entire family he didn't...
Victus. Alive? After all this time? So his execution was what? A lie? A cover-up? Incredible. Just incredible.
I guess it makes sense though, doesn't it? The UC of that era only created me because they were afraid of a world without Victus in command. Why would they get rid of him? As long as I live, I'll never understand the loyalty that old bastard elicited. You've got nothing to apologize for. Because the UC, they did a lot of terrible things for that man. But even knowing they did, knowing that they kept him alive all this time, it's hope. I had no one when I was outside the UC. No Red Devils, no family. But that old world, where I was no one and my father mattered, that thanks to what you and I have done, I have a place again. You and I, we're getting to change. So I don't care if Victus is alive or dead. He can rot for all I care. We're the ones who are... I refuse to let that man define my entire life. Not anymore. Because there's nothing we can do about past choices. What we can do is try and make the right ones. So, let's get back to the business at hand. Now, my father just handing over the information on the research team and Kaiser out of the clear blue. But if he has something to gain from helping us prevent Terramorph attacks, I'm not seeing. So while you'll absolutely want to be cautious, What would you think about trying to bring back Kaiser? I think it's the right call. But if Kaiser has been out wandering on his own for all this time, you're gonna need a couple things. I know it's here somewhere. Here, Kaiser schematics. Actuators, weapons. That old robot's been MIA for a while, so chances are he's gonna need some repairs. He's also got a lock on his voice controls. You can give yourself authorization with the phrase, Nos belli machinis. Now, where exactly is the old... A battlefield? On Nira? Oh, sheesh. No wonder no one's found him. That sector of Nira was destination #1 for xenoweapons during the war. Add to that general environmental devastation and the kind of lawlessness that comes with any Freestar world. But I think there's a place where you can start your search. Yep. One-of-a-kind salvage. Licensed to an Angelo Alonso. As good a place to start as any. And I'll make sure we're ready to put him to use as soon as you got him.
You looking for advice on heading out into the fields? Jill's happy to oblige. Customer, supplier, merc, regardless, you want Jill. For advice on heading out into the fields? Jill's happy to oblige.
Customer, supplier, merc, regardless, you want jail. You looking for advice on heading out into the fields? Jail's happy to oblige.
Not looking to get to know any short-termers.
Hey! New model on the floor. Welcome to the one-of-a-kind. Refuge and rest home for the hardest scrappers anywhere. Name's Jill. Proprietor. Not here to make your fortune out in the fields then, huh? Suit yourself. But there's no bot named Kaiser around. Oh, unless you mean Captain Ahab? At least that's what we've all been calling him. No clue what his actual designation is, since he's got some sort of security protocol that prevents inquiries and general chit-chat. But he's a combat bot, right? Yeah, that machine's been out there a while now, hunting this one siren, his white whale. But it's been a while since anyone's laid eyes on Captain Ahab, though. Maybe he finally got the thing. Or it got him. Well, all right. So, sounds like you've got two options. You can wander around out there, hunting your bot, little old white whale of your very own. Maybe you find him. Maybe you get yourself killed. But knowing this rock is part of what we do here. So if you want to find him a whole lot faster, I'll sell you what I know about this. Kaiser's location. Going rate's a little steep, but I'm willing to negotiate. I'm listening. I'm glad you were. I haven't agreed to anything. Don't think I'm desperate or anything, but I hear you. Okay. Pleasure doing business. So, last anyone heard of him, he was out near the Syracuse. One of my roughnecks said he heard some kind of beacon. Eyes open too. Sirens and ecliptic out there. Oh, and corpse retrieval is... Give Ahab a Kaiser our best.
This place used to be a repair facility.
It's good that something of value can come. From those old mechs.
caught my attention.
In need of materials? Ah, so that's where your heat leeches, wasn't it? Those little stowaways are everywhere on this rock. Suck the power out of a pen. But a micro cell. That's military-grade tech. I think you could probably Frankenstein one together using our fabrication. So, wouldn't have lasted real long here, doing what we do. So long as you... But finding materials up to the task. Though, if you think spots where you... But in return, save us from risking our necks. Then let me just mark those collection points. Don't forget, whatever else you find, all legal.
Resume my mission. Please step aside. Major Sanan will, although previous additional support may allow me to complete my active mission, allowing me to leave. Excellent. We must disarm Unit XW-99. Designation. Follow me. This region can be hazardous to organics. Systems suggest hostiles in area. Evaluation insufficient. Be advised, possible threat detected. Detection event registered. Initiating enemy search.
Probably best not to think too long about what Ecliptic will be doing with anything they salvage.
Side of that reach, but it appears to be under the control. Sensors suggest a mercenary company like Ecliptic would only want Unit 99 to utilize it as a weapon. The standard procedure would be a frontal assault on the outpost. No coup.
Simple and straightforward. A good choice.
Moving out.
Always worth checking.
Your service is now complete. Unit 99. Mine, however, continues. Our work here is finished. Now, what is this mission you spoke? A plague of terramorph attacks. That is disconcerting. You are docked at one of a kind. I will meet you there.
enough oxygen to breathe. Helmets it is then.